What's up, guys? So it's TC and MarkyB here, and today is a Gfinity qualifier recap. Today, the Gfinity qualifiers took place in the Gfinity offices. I've just said Gfinity about 10 times in Richmond and London. There was 4 teams originally invited, which was Dominance, Enigma, Horizon, and TEC. So those 4 teams went into the event. They kind of fell just short of being invited to the actual event. So Gfinity wanted to put on a smaller event to qualify for the main event, Gfinity itself. It was a great idea. The event was ran very smoothly. Flawless stream from those guys. I mean, there was a few problems with the sound at the very start. I'm talking first 5 minutes, but apart from that, it was flawless. The Gfinity studio is looking great. I hope I get a chance to be in the Gfinity studio very soon. That would be great. It's looking sick. The casters were all down there. Tunney, Brycey, Benson, people like that. They were all there today to cast the games. But unfortunately, one of the teams was actually had to be disqualified, which was Enigma. Simply due to Ryder not being able to get to the event. A lot of people will be giving Ryder hate on Twitter, things like that, saying he's fucked up a massive opportunity for his team could have won, things like that. But from what I understand, it was a bit misunderstood. I think Ryder attempted to go. I mean, he really did look like he wanted to go, and then Pascal got told he could play. So then Pascal went to the Gfinity studios along with the rest of the Enigma team. Then they got told they weren't allowed to play without Ryder. Ryder was nowhere to be seen. He couldn't turn up. He'd been told that Pascal had replaced him because he couldn't get there on time. So I mean, Enigma were disqualified, which is really unfortunate. I mean, I wish that something had been. I wish it had been decided by Gfinity beforehand. Like when Pascal was saying on Twitter, "Oh, I'm coming down." I wish that the Gfinity guys had made the decision to tell him that they were going to be disqualified rather than Pascal wasting all that time and effort to come over there. And obviously, it was it was annoying for the Enigma guys to be disqualified as well. But maybe I'm just being a bit annoying, and maybe they didn't have any clue that Pascal was going to show up. Maybe there was a lack of communication between the Enigma and Gfinity lads. I'm not sure of the situation, so I can't really comment on it, even though I just have, but I have no right to. But going into the actual tournament, so it was Horizon, TEC, and Dominance. It was a round robin, but it was with 3 teams. So, I mean, it was a bit confusing. Well, it wasn't confusing, but it was a bit weird, to say the least. Horizon won the first game, 3-0 against Dominance. Dominance then lost to Tech. Tech then got 3-1 by... No. TCM beat Dominance. Dominance lost to Tech. TCM beat Tech. So it ended up being Dominance played Tech, and they beat them 3-2 in the actual pool play round robin situation. But it didn't really matter who came third or second in the pool play because Horizon had already came first. So that match was essentially a scrim. To play each, they played that match and then they played each other again straight away. But to be fair, the second time around, it was a much more comfortable encounter for the Tech lads. Before it, they were 2-0 down. They actually ended up fighting back to win. Whereas that time, it was a much comfortable encounter. I think it was 3-1 or 3-0. I'm not even entirely sure, so don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I think it was 3-1. That was what I'd put your bets on. And then it went into the grand final. So it was Tech versus Horizon. Incredibly close game. I mean, throughout the whole tournament, Kyle and Petey were looking phenomenal. Petey was the MVP for me from what I've seen on the stream, even though I didn't catch the final very well because I was actually playing GBs on my road to 100-0, which we're currently 93-0 at. We're nearly there. 7 more wins, which we'll be streaming right now, I'd imagine, when this video goes up today. I'm obviously recording this the night before, but when this video goes up, we'll probably be streaming. If not, I'll be tweeting out, so check out my Twitter. We're going to be going for that 100-0 today, and I imagine we'd get it. I really do hope we get it. I think we will. Unless we lose in the next 7 games, which could happen, you never know. But we've not lost in our last 93, so I would imagine our odds of losing were very slim, even though a lot of teams are going to come out in the last 7 games and really try and stop us from winning. There's going to be booters out, there's going to be a lot of top teams maybe jumping in, trying to beat us, things like that, but we'll see what happens. But onto the game, I'm just went off on another tangent, as I like to do all the time. On to the final, it was a really close game throughout. Like, it was just teams trading off maps, teams trading off maps. Tech were up 2-1 in the series at one point. Horizon, they were getting, they were absolutely smashing Horizon on the second last hard point. And in true Tech fashion, no offense to those guys, they done it earlier in the tournament though. I think they were quite a distance ahead, and then they end up letting Horizon get back into the game. I don't know what it has been like, why they've been letting these teams come back into these hardpoint games. I don't know if it's been the rotation, just not stopping making the kills. I don't know what it's been. Maybe the other teams just stepped up to the plate and started going ham. I'm not quite sure, but it's got to be a bit of both. Which is really unfortunate for Tech guys. They ended up losing that map, and then going to the final map, so close again. It couldn't be closer actually. It could not be closer. 5-5. Going into the last round, Tech get the first kill. PT gets a two-piece, changing the game. Horizon end up winning the round. I'm not entirely sure. I was actually in the middle of a GB while watching it at the same time. It was kind of hard to do both. But like I said, it couldn't have been a closer game. And Horizon ended up booking their place at the Gfinity2 qualifiers, and I'm really proud. Obviously, a lot of you may know that I used to be a part of Horizon. They ended up beating me at EGL 10, which was unfortunate, but it happens. You lose to your old teammates. They're a great team, and I really did want them to qualify. I'm not going to lie. They were the team I was really rooting for. I mean, I phoned up Kyle and gave him a kind of pep talk after they won their first game. I was like, keep going, keep going. But yeah, I really support those guys. I really wanted to see them get to a big event like Gfinity because they really do deserve it. Kyle, PT, Momo, and even McGee, they all deserve an opportunity at big events like this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them there. Hopefully they won't beat me this time if I get the opportunity to play them, but you never know. They're a solid squad. But yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. That was my Gfinity2 recap, just in case you didn't see the actual tournament. It was a very small tournament. There was very limited amount of games, so it wasn't really hard for me to kind of remember what happened in individual games. All I remember is particularly PT going ham. So for me, MVP PT. Well done, Horizon. Can't wait to see you at G2. Unlucky Tech and Dominance. They put up a good fight as well, even though they lost every game. They did put up a real good fight. They could have beat Tech in the actual round robin, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Peace out.